Hello, and welcome to the Z Standing Ready channel. Over the next few months, we'll be looking at everything related to astronomy, from the early builders of Stonehenge to the talented people who brought the James Webb Space Telescope to life. We'll be looking at Galileo, Kepler, and my favorite, Tycho Brahe. Let's start on this journey together, beginning with Stonehenge. While there may be other earlier civilizations who looked and wondered to the night sky, and there most certainly were, we have to start somewhere. Stonehenge was built about 5,500 years ago and is a prehistoric monument located in Wiltshire, England. While there are many theories about its purpose and construction, one thing is clear is that it was built with great astronomical precision. Mike Parker Pearson, leader of the Stonehenge Riverside project based around Durrington Walls, noted that Stonehenge appears to have been associated with burial from its earliest period of existence. Stonehenge was produced by a culture that left no written records. It's not clear who built Stonehenge. The site on Salisbury Plain in England has been used for ceremonial purposes and modified by many different groups of people at different times. Archaeological evidence suggests that the site's first modification was made by early Mesolithic hunters and gatherers. DNA analysis of bodies buried near Stonehenge suggests that some of its builders may have come from places outside of England, such as Wales or the Mediterranean. Many aspects of Stonehenge, such as how it was built and for what purpose it was used, remain subject to debate. A number of myths surround the stones. The site, specifically the Great Trilithon, the encompassing horseshoe arrangement of the 5 central trilithons, the heel stone, and the embanked avenue, are aligned to the sunset of the winter solstice and the opposing sunrise of the summer solstice. A natural landform at the monument's location followed this line, and it may have inspired its construction. The excavated remains of the cold animal bones suggest that people may have gathered at the site for the winter rather than the summer solstice. Further astronomical associations and the precise astronomical significance of the site for its people are a matter of speculation and debate. Stonehenge was a place of burial from its beginning to its zenith in the mid-3rd millennium BC. The cremation burial dating to Stonehenge's sarsen stones phase is likely just one of the many formed this later period of the monument's use and demonstrates that it was still very much the domain of the dead. Stonehenge evolved in several construction phases spanning at least 1,500 years. There is evidence of large-scale construction on and around the monument that perhaps extends the landscape time frame to 6,500 years. Dating and understanding the various phases of activity are complicated by disturbances of the natural chalk, by paraglacial effects, and animal blurring, poor quality early excavation records, and lack of accurate scientifically verified dates. The exact reasons why Stonehenge was built at its particular location are not fully understood, as the people who built it left no written records explaining their motivations. However, there are several theories and ideas based on archaeological evidence and analysis. One theory is that Stonehenge was built as a kind of astronomical observatory, with the stones aligned to track the movements of the sun and the moon. The location was chosen because it provided a clear view of the horizon in all directions, which would have been important for observing astronomical phenomena. Another theory is that Stonehenge was built as a religious or ceremonial site, with the stone serving as a kind of portal or gateway between the earthly world and the spiritual realm. The location may have been chosen because it was already considered a sacred or special place in the local landscape, perhaps because of natural features such as springs or hills. There is also evidence that the location of Stonehenge was important for practical reasons, such as access to resources like water and wood for building and fuel. The surrounding area was rich in natural resources. which may have made it an attractive place to settle and build. Overall, the reasons why Stonehenge was built at its particular location are still subject to debate and interpretation, and it is likely that the truth is a complex combination of many different factors. While the exact methods of construction is still a mystery, archaeologists have been able to determine that the stones were brought from great distances, likely using a combination of human and animal power. The rocks, also called megaliths, used to construct Stonehenge, are believed to have come from two main sources. The first source, the smaller blue stones, which weigh up to 4 tons each, are believed to have been brought from the Preseli Hills in Wales, located about 150 miles from Stonehenge. The same quarry site has been identified as Carn Geodog. It is still unclear how the builders of Stonehenge transported these massive rocks from such a long distance without the use of modern machinery. Some theories suggest that the stones were transported by sea or river, while others suggest that they were moved overland using sledges and rollers. Regardless of how they were transported, the construction of Stonehenge is an impressive feat of engineering and a testament to the ingenuity of ancient peoples. The second and larger Sarsen stones, which weigh up to 30 tons each, are believed to have come from Marlborough Downs, located about 20 miles from Stonehenge. Once the stones were transported to the site, they were arranged and comprised of a circular area of standing stones, with some weighing up to 50 tons. The rocks are arranged in various patterns, with the largest and most prominent forming an outer circle. The precise alignment of the stones suggests that they were positioned to correspond with significant astronomical events, such as the solstices and equinoxes. The sheer size of the stone and the precise positioning required to create the various patterns suggests that the builders had a sophisticated understanding of astronomy and mathematics. It is believed to have built over several stages from around 3000 BC to 1500 BC. The monument consists of a circle of standing stones, with some weighing as much as 25 tons. Stonehenge alignment with the solstices suggests that it was used as a solar calendar. During the summer, the sun rises over the heel stone, which stands just outside the main circle. This is the summer solstice. The heel stone is a large unworked sarsen stone located outside the main circle of Stonehenge. The headstone at Stonehenge, also known as the Friar's Heel, is believed to have served as an astronomical device. It is a large unworked sarsen stone that is located outside the main circle of stones on the northeastern side of the monument. During the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, which occurs around June 21st each year, the sun rises behind the heel stone when viewed from the center of the Stonehenge circle. This alignment would have been very significant to the builders of Stonehenge, as they were likely using the monument to track the movements of the sun and other celestial bodies. In addition to the summer solstice, the heel stone may have also been used to mark the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, and other astronomical events. Some theories suggest that the stone was used to mark the point where the moon rose during certain lunar cycles. The stones were arranged in a circular arrangement of standing stones, with some weighing up to 50 tons. The rocks are positioned in various patterns, with the largest and most prominent forming an outer circle. One of the most significant stones is the heel stone. The heel stone stands approximately 16 feet tall and is believed to weigh around 35 tons. The stone is set at an angle with the top leaning towards the center. While the exact purpose of the heel stone remains a matter of debate, it is clear that it played an important role in the astronomical and ceremonial practices of the people who built Stonehenge. The alignment of the stone with the movements of the sun and other celestial bodies would have allowed the builders to mark the passing of time and plan their agricultural and other activities around the changing seasons. But the origin and purpose of the seal stone are not entirely clear. It is believed to have been erected during the same period as the other stones at Stonehenge, around 2500 BC. The stone has been moved and re-erected at least twice in modern times, but it is currently in its original position. Stonehenge is laid out in a specific way, with a circular bank and ditch surrounding the stones. The stones themselves are arranged in several different ways, including a large arrow circle, an inner horseshoe, and smaller stones called bluestone settings. There is also the avenue. The avenue is a pathway leading up to Stonehenge, lined with earthworks and flanked by stones. It is aligned with the rising sun on the summer solstice and may have been a ceremonial route for processions. Stonehenge astronomical design is believed to be laid out for the following purpose. In addition, some researchers believe that Stonehenge was also used as a lunar calendar. The station stones, which are located outside the main circle, are aligned with the moon cycle. For example, the 19-year lunar cycle, known as the Metonic cycle, is thought to be represented by the 56 Aubrey holes that surround the stone circle. It may have also been used as a stellar calendar. The positioning of the rock could have been used to track the movements of the stars. The Aubrey holes may have been used to mark the position of certain stars, and the heel stone may have been used to mark the rising of specific stars on the horizon. It also could have been used as an eclipse predictor. There is evidence to suggest that Stonehenge was used to predict solar and lunar eclipses. The V-shaped arrangement of the stones in the northeast quadrant of the monument align with the positions of the midsummer sunset and the midsummer sunrise. By tracking the movement of the sun and the moon against this alignment, the builders of Stonehenge may have been able to predict eclipses. Stonehenge has been studied extensively by archaeoastronomers, who study how people in the past understood and used the sky and celestial phenomena, including the position of the stars, the movement of the sun and the moon, and the cycle of the seasons. Archaeoastronomers are experts in this field who combine knowledge from astronomy, archaeology, anthropology, and other disciplines to investigate the astronomical knowledge and practices of ancient civilizations. Archaeoastronomers study a wide range of evidence, including astronomical alignments in ancient structures and artifacts, depictions of celestial objects and events in art, and historical records of astronomical observations and beliefs. By analyzing this evidence, they seek to understand how people in the past perceived and used the sky for practical, cultural, and spiritual purposes. Finally, archaeoastronomers have revealed fascinating insights into the beliefs, practices, and daily lives of ancient peoples, including their astronomical calendars, navigation methods, and sacred rituals. It also sheds light on the evolution of astronomical knowledge and how it was transmitted across different cultures and time periods. They have also used various techniques to study Stonehenge, including measuring the positions of the stones and their celestial alignments with the celestial bodies using modern surveying and astronomical tools. The scientists also use computer models to simulate the movements of the sun and the moon at the time Stonehenge was built, and to understand how the alignment of the stones may have changed over time. Today, Stonehenge remains a popular tourist attraction as an important archaeological site. While we may never fully understand its purpose, it continues to inspire awe and wonder, reminding us of the incredible achievements of our ancestors and the mysteries that still remain unsolved.